There is something undeniably satisfying about that clean pop of a cork, but let's be honest, the manual struggle with a traditional screw pull is rarely the highlight of an evening. That is where this little gadget from COKUNST comes into play. It is one of those tools that sits on your counter looking fairly unassuming, but once you actually put it to work, it changes the whole rhythm of hosting a dinner or just winding down on a Friday night. The first thing you notice is the build. It has this stainless steel finish that feels solid in the hand, not like some cheap plastic toy that is going to rattle apart after a few months. It is slim, too, measuring just under 2 inches wide, so it tucks away into a drawer or sits on a bar cart without hogging all the space. Now, the operation is about as straightforward as it gets. You use the included foil cutter to clear the top, place the device over the bottle, and hit the butt. It is surprisingly quick. It does not groan or stall halfway through the cork, which is usually the biggest fear with battery-operated openers. It just powers through, and within a few seconds the cork is out. Getting the cork back out of the device is just as simple with the release button. One thing to keep in mind is that it runs on batteries, which are not included in the box. That is a bit of a bummer since you have to hunt for a fresh set before you can get started, but the trade-off is that you are not tethered to a charging cable. You can take this thing out to the patio or over to a friend's house without worrying about where the nearest outlet is. It is rated to handle about 100 bottles on a single set of batteries, which is plenty for most households. If there is a downside, it is that the motor does have a distinct hum to it. It is not deafening, but you will definitely know when it is working. Also, because it is a bit taller than a standard manual opener, you just have to make sure you have the vertical clearance if you're storing it on a shelf. But really, for the price and the sheer convenience of not having to wrestle with a stubborn cork, it is a pretty solid addition to any kitchen. It looks sharp, it does exactly what it promises, and it saves you that tiny bit of frustration that usually comes with opening a bottle. If you find yourself hosting often, or just appreciate a tool that makes life a little smoother, this is definitely worth a look.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.